Yo, what up, what up? It's me again, Mike Hardy, Mike Hard TV, coming right back at you today. We're going to be doing a Iyanla review on Broken Reality, the Trina Braxton and Gabe story. Before we all get into that, let's get into this right here. Hit that subscribe button, people, if you haven't already, because we got a lot to talk about tonight. I love all you all, and thanks to all my new subscribers that have hit the dang on subscribe button in the last couple of days. I really appreciate you all. You know what I'm saying? You all encourage me to keep on making these videos and giving you great reviews. So please get into the channel if you haven't already. This is Sip and Chat with Mike tonight. All right, so boom. Trina Braxton, alright, it's Toni Braxton and Tamar Braxton's sister and everything, and she used to be backup dancer for Toni for all these years and stuff, you know, chasing this whole, you know, thing to stardom. She even tried to, you know, go out on her own thing independently, making music and everything with her whole little, you know, the whole little Trina Braxton hand thing. It used to annoy the shit out of me or whatever, but that's Trina for you or whatever. She's a little bit different, even the way she speaks and all that. She's kind of the one that's just the kind of oddball out Braxton. They all kind of different with their own little ways or whatever, but like I say, I like Trina. You know, I really do like Trina. I think she's a little cuckoo or whatnot, as far as, like, I'll say ditzy, I'll say, not cuckoo. So, but that's neither here nor there. But this thing was about her and Gabe and pretty much their relationship and how they divorced a couple of years back, if you didn't know. Gabe is her Hispanic ex-husband, and pretty much they have been having this on and off kind of, you know, we divorced but we still dip and dash. She still go get her a little burrito every now and again. So, you know, she can't stay off the burrito, and you know, Gabe is just like, you know, I'm just here. You know, I ain't really trying to be with you. But Trina has also stated that she feels like Gabe is her soulmate. And, you know, she feels like it's the soulmate that they just really can't be together. But Gabe also, you know, admits to, you know, he really does love Trina. And, you know, he considers her as a friend. And, you know, he just has a nice trusting relationship with her. So they pretty much share intimate details and stuff. You know, we already knew that they had been sharing these details and stuff. We've seen this stuff play out on the damn Braxtons or whatever all these seasons. Let's just be honest, you know, Trina, it was never convincing. Even whenever she made him into her business partner with bar chicks and everything down there in Atlanta. So, like I say, we been knew that Trina was going back and forth with Gabe. So, we didn't really know, you know, the extent of their relationship. They claim that they haven't had sex since some trip in Cabo or whatever, but something tells me otherwise, because Trina has always had this kind of going back and forth. Like, she can't, they got a hold on each other. And maybe they just need to work out their damn differences and try to get back together in some type of way, because it seems like they can't get enough of each other. But, you know, I don't know where they're going to go. But like I say, you know, Gabe is a little bit weird to me. And if you don't really know why they kind of broke up, pretty much they broke up and divorced because Trina got tired of catching Gabe on the damn internet, pretty much on these little sites and stuff, jacking his dangling to these random women and stuff. I don't really know if he had actual physical contact, but he was doing this internet cyber sexing and all that stuff or whatever. And I think it actually led to him doing physical acts and stuff. So, like I say, that's kind of where they are with their relationship and why they broke up and all that. But Trina seemed to, you know, she still found her way back on the burrito, you know. So, anyhow, like I say, what we got? Caleb. Caleb is the son or whatever. Caleb now, pretty much, Trina had children before Gabe and everything, and Gabe pretty much inherited these kids and all that. Well, Gabe pretty much didn't never really want that dang responsibility from what I get from the situation. You know, he pretty much was a father that was in the house but also absent at the same time. And, I mean, and it's very well possible. You're like, how can you be in the house and be absent at the same time? Well, you don't pay the kids no damn attention. Well, you ain't dang on doing nothing for the kids. They just kind of in the house doing their own little thing. And we come to find out, Gabe states that he really didn't have no connection. He felt no connection with the kids because he was not their biological father. So therefore, he kind of came down on them hard and stuff and everything. So that was Gabe's whole thing and everything. So, like I say, Gabe, like I said, you've been a weirdo to me from the jump and all that. I've always looked at you as one of those, like, kind of weird people that kind of just sit and look at the corner of your eye people and stuff. Like, you know how those type of people do or whatever. You like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like I say, it's not a shock to me that you was not there for these kids and everything because you was too busy on the internet jacking and showing off balls and all this type of stuff and shaking and everything in front of the damn camera. Like I say, Trina pretty much put it out there that you was out here not really paying the damn kids no attention. And then we later find out in the next scene, let's get on to that, when we meet up with Caleb and Eric or whatever, which is Trina's two children, that pretty much he wasn't really the damn father figure to begin with. He pretty much was damn, like I say, being hard on them, coming down on them. He was like, they felt like they was never really good enough, or at least Caleb did, because Eric seems to be like, oh, everything is cool, but he weird within his damn self, and he got his own little swag or whatnot. I don't really know what's going on with Eric, but like I say, Mr. Caleb, he feels like, that he never really could be the damn son that Gabe wanted him to be. And you really couldn't or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't really have a blood relationship, but shit, Gabe done pretty much admitted, I didn't teach them nothing over these years. And you goddamn Trina, like I said, she was trying to defend that stuff, and Iyanla was like, no, you sitting up here trying to put words in his mouth, and he pretty much said, I didn't do nothing for these kids. And that's pretty much what damn Caleb was up here telling Iyanla and everything. Like, this man, he came down on me or whatnot. He made my mother feel like that she was not shit, she was not good enough or whatnot. He yelled at her and every damn thing. Pretty much made her low self-esteem, made her more self-conscious, to the point where she in her new relationship and everything, and she can't even damn function straight or whatever, and even be able to receive love, because he done fucking damn verbally and attacked her ass and pretty much made her feel like she ain't nothing or whatever. And we get that from Trina. If you've ever just really sat and watched the Braxtons, we really get that from Trina, because I'm like, Trina, you're a pretty girl, but just seems like something about you just subdued or whatnot. All them Braxton girls, they pretty girls. I love the Braxtons. I love Miss Evelyn. I love all of them or whatever, but something ain't right. Something ain't right, you know what I'm saying? And they all got their own issues, and like I say, Iyanla just, she pretty much later on put on, it's how y'all was brought up. Nobody really gave a shit about y'all. That was all about their own damn problems. Miss Evelyn, Michael Sr., even damn Gabe parents and all that. So, like I say, you know how this whole thing is whenever, people don't pay their kids no attention, and their kids grow up and they be all fucked up in the damn head, and you wonder why they all fucked up and why they got abuse issues or anger issues, or they cheating on everybody every which way. It's because they have not received that love and that attention that they need. And so, like I say, we've seen it over the years and everything. It just really took Iyanla to bring that thing out, and I thank you, Iyanla, you know what I'm saying, because I think after this whole episode, they will be able to move on and move forward from there. So, like I say, let's see, what else about Trina and Caleb and Gabe. Oh yeah, Caleb reveals that pretty much Trina is going to her children and is like, you know what I'm saying, sharing pillow talk that she's having in her new relationships. I'm like, wait a minute, chick. You don't need to be sharing none of your adult, intimate stuff, pillow talk that you having with these men that you having relationships with. That's not what you do. Children don't need to be privy to stuff like that and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's boundaries here and everything like that. And first and foremost, I don't even know why Caleb was sitting sitting there listening to begin with, because I ain't no damn way I really want to hear about what my mama is doing, and what she doing out here in these streets and everything, and who she laying with and all that, and how this guy's talking about, you beautiful, but you can't really accept that you beautiful because Gabe done damn beat you down and bullied you to the point where you feel like you some, this whole thing right here. They both did some verbal abuse to each other. So like I say, that's Caleb's story. He's like, I watched you tear my mama down or whatever. I watched you tear my mama down, and that's a child's perspective. And children, we see a lot. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot. All of us, we a child of somebody, you know what I'm saying? And growing up, you saw a lot of stuff, and you able to speak on things. So your interpretation is not invalid, Caleb. Don't ever think that it's invalid. But like I say, it's two sides to every story. And we got to the bottom of the other side, and we going to get to it in a second. So, yeah, pretty much, damn, Iyanla brings Trina and Gabe back together and all that. And it was an interesting situation, because it was that moment where Iyanla was like, you know what, I'm pissed off at y'all right now. Because if you didn't know, in the previous scene, damn, Caleb and Eric both revealed pretty much, our mama wasn't there, and because she was on the road with Tony's ass all the damn time. Or whatever, because if you ever watched the damn Braxton show, you know how Tony's selfish ass used to have her sisters, Tawanda, Tracy, Trina, all them out on the damn road and shit, or whatever, and wanting to do backup for her late ass. Or whatever. I love me some Toni Braxton, her music and all that. But yeah, she was dragging her children. They was having to sacrifice their relationships because of her selfishness and everything. And that's my little spiel on Toni. Whatever, fight me if you don't like what I just said. Because that's exactly what she was doing. She was selfish out here. And that's what it was. So pretty much it has spilled over into their children. And so the children revealed that to Iyanla. So Iyanla's like, your ass is out here on the road chasing fame and every damn thing, and you over here in front of the damn computer jacking off chasing ass. That's what you was doing, Gabe, all this time, was paying these children no damn attention. And that's just a sad situation, because, as a parent, what I'm saying, give your children attention, give them love, take 30 minutes, take an hour out of your day to just acknowledge them. And that's one thing that I get from them kids. They would just really just want somebody to really acknowledge the fact that they was being, that they was in the house, that they was present, that they had somebody they could talk to. So, excuse me. That's one thing that I get from them or whatever. So, Iyanla pretty much breaks it down like, what I'm saying, you didn't raise your damn kids. These kids was pretty much in a household, and nobody really gave a damn about them. That's pretty much why the kids is the way they are. Because if you didn't notice, what I'm saying, damn, Caleb is the exact same way as Gabe. Gabe seemed like he's sheltered and everything like that, and where he has lack of communication skills. Even Eric, too, he seemed like one of the ones, too, that's just real introverted and all that, to where he pretty much can just have fun with himself. And, like I say, you got to spend time or whatever. You got to, because if not, what I'm saying, the kids will end up lacking social skills and everything like that. Like I say, it ends up being a trickle-down effect whenever you don't pay attention to your kids. So hopefully they'll be able to get this relationship and everything together. Let's see. Pretty much, Gabe was pretty much too strict on the dang on kids or whatever, what I'm saying, growing up and all that. And that's why the kids feel like they really can't relate with him and everything, so that was one of those things where it's like, well, you actually kind of gotta be a little bit strict, but you also gotta give children praise at the same time. It can't be this whole come down. It has to be some type of praise in there at some point in time where they feel like they're doing right, because as children, you want validation from your parents, and anybody that has children right now, that for a fact. They look at you anytime they doing something good or bad. They looking for that validation. So that's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, where he fucked up or whatever. And then on the top of that, you know, you won't giving them that kind of one-on-one and that kind of mentoring or whatever. He didn't even talk to them about relationships or nothing like that. So, like I said, Gabe was all about himself and on the porno sites and everything, doing all his little jacking and uvu and Skyping and Snapchat and his genitalia and everything. You know how the people do. Anywho, so like I say, Iyanla is, you know, pretty much gets Gabe and a one-on-one private. And she's like, you know, I want to get you by yourself because I feel like that it's something that you're holding back and you don't want to say something because of Trina and who she is and her fame and all that, and her family or whatever. And he pretty much just like, you know, she damn verbally abused the shit out of me and physically abused me at some point in time. So, boom, goes the commercial break, comes back, boom, sits them two down face to face, Trina and Gabe or whatever. And, you know, Iyanla like, get that shit out, Gabe, right now. And he's like, pretty much your ass belittled me. You pretty much talked down on me. You made me feel like that I was nothing. It made me feel like that I was just a piece of shit or whatever, and you pretty much just, like I say, lower my own self-esteem. So they both, Caleb saying the same story that he done said that Trina did to him or whatever. So it's just whole little thing. Then he goes on to say how mean and hurtful she is and how she can just be kind of real catty and stuff. I mean, it was to the point where Gabe was up there like, damn, that shit feel good to get that shit off my chest, because he don't really know how to communicate with himself. I mean, communicate with other people, because he's he lacks that ability and everything. So, like I say, I mean, Trina, like I say, you made that man feel small and like he was nothing or whatever, and that man vented that whole thing to you, and it was a real breakthrough moment for Gabe, and I really am glad that he was able to get that out, because I'm pretty sure he had been wanting to say that for years. But Gabe is one of them type of people that he really, like I say, he lacks the type of way to be able to self-express himself. And if he just really self-expressed himself a little bit more, he would probably be a much more, likable person. Because I really don't like Gabe's ass or whatever. But this actually brought me into another light, made me see him in another light this whole episode. So, like I said, Gabe, you was alright, I understand now. I understand, you had some shit growing up, that you in this relationship with Trina or whatnot. So, boom. So, Iyanla and Trina gets to their one-on-one, and pretty much, Trina admits that she wanted Gabe to be the head of the household and everything like that, and Iyanla's just like, just stop right there. Stop right there. Let's just stop right there and everything. Your damn mama or whatnot taught your ass, Miss Evelyn taught you how to be bitter and nasty and everything. And that's the reason why this damn man can't function the way as a man as he could, because you was up here doing all the shit that you was doing or whatnot. And if you ever watch the Braxton, as much as I love Miss Evelyn, she gives Michael Sr. hell even in front of his face and out of his face and everything. And I understand the whole dynamic of that whole relationship, but I can see her growing up pretty much drilling that whole nice nasty and just vile attitude into them children. Because if you can just see how they talk to each other and also how they talk to their men or whatnot, they have that kind of nastiness, nasty tone or whatever. And one thing you have to understand, whenever you're in a relationship and anything with anybody like that, communication is key. If you don't have communication, you don't have anything. And sometimes you have to step outside of yourself or whatnot and really sit back and see how you are presenting the information. Because that's just like me right here. I had to take a step back. I was told that I could be abrasive, I could be aggressive and everything. But then I had to sit back and had to listen to how I word stuff and everything. And you can might be a nice nasty. It might even be a direct nasty. It could be a nice nasty. But sometimes when you start sitting back, you like, damn, I did say that kind of nasty. I could have reworded that a whole nother type of way. Then people actually, people respect that a lot more or whatever, when they start realizing that you're able to point out your faults and stuff, but for me, I had to look inside myself because I didn't want to be that person anymore. So that's what I'm saying or whatever. Miss Evelyn didn't realize what she was putting out, and now her children put that out, and you can see that that's why the Braxton started off as a good, wholesome show, and now it's all over the damn place with these sisters. They fighting every other scene or whatever, and there's some type of bullshit going on. And as much as I love them, I'm like, y'all don't need to be on the scene fighting like this, but it all puts things in perspective after we watch this episode of Iyanla. I'm telling you. So, like I said, after Iyanla told her pretty much using nasty shit like your mama used nasty, bitter, and mean, Trina gets up crying and everything. Then she finally brings herself back and she's like, you know what? I never really looked at it like that. I am my mother, and my mother has kind of put that shit in me to be a nasty ass, you know what I'm saying, and how I present information and how I can be abusive in a relationship. So that was very much so a breakthrough for her. I'm glad that she was able to come to those terms because we all seen it on camera. We all seen Miss Evelyn and how she carries on when it comes to Michael Sr. and all that, and her and his wife and all that and everything. And I understand her reasoning, but baby girl, it's 30 years later. You need to get that hate out of your heart. Ain't no need holding on to that. And you supposed to be a woman of God. Okay, so boom. Like I say, and excuse me. That's what happened with that right there. And she pretty much, like I say, let Trina and Gabe know after they done apologized to each other for the way they talked to his stuff. And that was a breakthrough moment within itself. Like, I'm glad you two was able to talk to each other because, like, for me, and y'all was able to apologize and articulate, and of course Iyanla helped them or whatever. But I really do feel like they needed it. They needed the words, especially Gabe. He needed the words to be able to come. So I was glad that Iyanla kind of, walked him through that whole situation and everything. So pretty much Caleb and Gabe get their one-on-one and everything, and pretty much, Gabe comes full circle, and he's just pretty much like, um, you know, um, I apologize for just not being there. I apologize if you felt like I did you any old kind of way. I mean, because mind you, Caleb got all this hate in his heart, and Gabe ain't never did nothing, like sexually abused or nothing like that. He may have verbally abused or something, but it hasn't been any type of physical abuse or nothing like that. So, he has this hate in his heart. He just pretty much, I apologize for not being there for you, and, what can I do to make it better and everything. And Caleb's just like, I forgive you, I'm not saying it's going to be a forever thing, but it's, it's going to be a work in progress, We're going to see how it's going to go, and I'm going to give this thing a chance. So that was very big in him, and I'm glad because he really couldn't figure out why the hell he was mad at Gabe after all this stuff. He was just mad for a whole bunch of shit. They mad because they the same damn person. That's the really reason why they damn mad. And usually the person that you the most pissed off at and everything like that, that's the person that you fucking most emulate. That ain't your damn daddy, Caleb, but y'all sure do act the fucking like y'all weird as shit or whatnot, and that's why the fuck y'all bump heads all the damn time. So boom. They end up getting Trina and Gabe back together, and pretty much Iyanla's like, y'all can't keep doing this. You can't keep going across town, Trina, anytime you want you some sex to go hop on the burrito or whatever. And damn, Gabe is just like, we need to set up something. We need to come up with a situation. We don't need to have sex no more, and we need to just... Eon's like, y'all need to separate. We don't need no type of interaction like that, or whatever, it's, Gabe can have his own interaction with the kids, but y'all don't need no kind of, interaction where y'all intimate. And so she gets everybody together, and they kind of come together and finally come to a whole family mending situation. Like I say, Iyanla, I'm proud that you was able to talk to Gabe and Trina because pretty much I feel like them two, they had their own little stuff or whatever, but I feel like they had like this on and off relationship even after the divorce. So I'm glad that you was able to help them establish some type of boundaries and get to the real reason why Trina acts the way she acts, Gabe acts the way that he acts, and why them children act the way they act. Now we still don't know the underlying story on them children and why they are kind of, but I think it's more counseling that she could do with them, but it's only so much she could do within that little episode. But the real work is on them now. I think she got to the main issues and stuff, and I feel like they can really help out. So I really, like I say, Trina, I love you and the Braxtons or whatnot. Iyanla, she revealed some teas tonight that really had some stuff. So, like I say, we're going to get into this episode next week with the mama that's supposed to be hoe and the dang on two daughters that's pissed the hell off. So y'all stay tuned to Sip and Chat with Mike, because we gonna get into these things every week with Miss Iyanla. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, because I'm coming at you every week, okay? Motivational Mondays, let's talk about it Tuesday, Wildlife Wednesday, Sip and Chat on Saturday with Mike. Alright, I love you all, love you all. Stay loving yourself, alright? Alright, stay loving yourself, alright? Stay loving yourself, alright? Be blessed, alright? Bye.